So, hello students. Today we will start your new exercise, that is 1.A. So, in this exercise we will discuss about the properties of the division of the rational number. So, here means in case of the division, only the closure properties is followed by the rational number in case of the division only. Okay, means except this, none of the other properties such as the commutative properties, associative properties, distributive law, means in case of the division of the rational number, they are not followed. Okay, now how the closure properties work in this rational number? See here, suppose that if we have two rational number p upon q and r upon s, but r upon s does not equal to 0, then p upon q is divided by r upon s gives a rational number. Okay, so it means only this property means only the closure property is followed in this division of the rational number. One more, you can say the property of 1. Okay, it is known as the property of 1. Means suppose that if we are dividing the any rational number p upon q by 1, then your answer is what? That is p upon q. Okay, in the same way you can apply the inverse of rational number. Okay, then you will get the 1 as a quotient. Okay, now let's start exercise 1.A. Okay, so the first question is simplify. Okay, what is simplify? So in this question we will we are doing here 6th part of question number 1. Okay, minus 65 upon 14 divided by 13 by 17. Okay, so this was your question and now it's become your solution. So first, how will you solve this question? You will write the solution here, then we have. Okay, now solve it. This implies 65 upon 14, and you know how to solve the division of the fractions. Use the multiplication sign and do the reciprocal of this divisor. Okay, now 7 by 13. Now how we can solve this one? 13 1 ja 13, 13 5 ja 65, 7 1 ja 7, 7 2 ja 14. Okay, now it become what? Minus 5 into 1 upon 2 into 1. Your answer become minus 5 by 2. It's your answer. Now in question number 2, verify whether the given statement is true or false. Okay, so this time we will solve this question because most of students were asking, sir, you have left this question, means the verification test, but during the solution of the verification test question we face some problem. So that's why we are doing here, because you just use the property of the that particular chapter, and by using those properties which I told you, you can simply give the answer as per the statement given in your question. Okay, now in question number 2, here we are doing the third part. Okay, solution. We have what? Minus 8 by 9 divided by minus 4 by 3 equal to minus 4y3 divided by minus 8y9. We have to verify it whether it is equal to this one is equal to this one or not. Okay, now taking as usual LHS. Okay, and here taking RHS. You can simply give the answer that it will not follow. You know why? Because see here, it's your P upon Q and it's your R upon S. Now here the R upon S and here is P upon Q. Means, but we have already learned that the P means this is what? Your commutative law means the commutative law of the in case of the division not followed. So that's why it will be false. Okay. Now let's see here how will you solve this question. Minus 8y9 divided by minus 4y3. This implies minus 8y9 multiplied by 3y means the reciprocal of this rational number minus 4. Okay, now minus to minus cancel, 4 to the 8 and 3 the 9. So your answer become what? 2 into 1 upon 3 into 1 become 2y3. Okay. Here minus 4y3 divided by minus 8y9. This implies minus 4y3 multiplied by 9y minus 8. Okay, minus to minus cancel, 4 to the 8 and 3 the 9. So here your answer become what? 1 into 3y 1 into 2, that is 3y2. Okay, so from first and second, so from first and second, LHS does not equal to RHS. Okay, what? LHS does not equal to RHS. So in this way I think you can easily solve such types of the questions. Okay, now means you have to do the verification only. Okay, but if you know the properties of the rational number in case of the multiplication, addition or the division case, then you can simply give the answer in a few seconds. Okay, now the product of two rational number is this one. If one of the number is this one, find the other. Okay, question number 4. We have product of two rational number equal to minus 9. Okay, and it's your solution. What is the question? The product of the two rational number is minus 9, and if one of the rational number is minus 12, then find the other. And okay, first rational number equal to minus 12. Now we have to find the another rational number, that is the second rational number. Okay, let second rational number equal to what? X. Now according to question, so what was the statement? The product of two numbers, product of two rational number is given. Okay, so the first rational number is this one. So minus 12 multiplied by x equal to what? The product is minus 9. Okay, now leave the x here because we have to calculate the value of x here. So 9, here the 12 is in your division multiplication form. So whenever you will transfer this 12 minus 12 to that side, then it will come in your division form. Cancel this one, minus to minus. Now divide 3, 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12. So your answer is 3 by 4. It's your second what? Rational number. Now, so in the same manner, if you have the division of the two rational number is given, then you will solve for the division. Means here the first rational number or the second rational number. Apply the first rational number and the second rational number situation. Okay, over it. Now the product of the two rational number is okay. So now Let's do the question number 8. It's your class work. Okay, so you have to mention these question in your notebook. Okay, as a class work. Now your question number 8. Why what number should the minus 13 3 by 8 be divided to get the minus 11 by 2? ओके, कह रहा है कि -33/8 को मैं किस नंबर से डिवाइड करूं कि मेरा आंसर जो है -11/2 आए. ओके, मीन्स रीड इट अगेन, listen carefully. Why what number should the -33/8 be divided to get the -11/2? Let we have to divided by x. मान लेते हैं हमें किससे डिवाइड करना है, x से करना है. Then according to question, -33/8 is divided by this x. Okay, and we will get what? -11/2. -11/2. Now solve this question. So if there is no denominator, then we can write the 1 as a denominator. Okay, under the x. Now -33/8 multiply by 1 upon minus x, 1 upon x. Okay, because here is a division sign and now here your multiplication, because we have done here what? The reciprocal of this second rational number. It will remain same. Now what will we do here? Now see, transfer this term to that side. Okay, and that one to this side. Suppose that we are transferring one term at a time to that side, then it will come -33/8 -11/2 multiply by x. Okay, now in next step now this time what will we do here? -33/8 here it will come in your division form, and here it will go to the numerator in the uppercase side. Okay, uppercase. Now solve it. Become x. So minus 2 minus cancel, 11 3 are 33, 2 4 are 8. Your answer become 3/4. Okay, x equal to 3/4. Okay, now see, I hope now it is visual. So x equal to, this is your x. Okay, x equal to 3/4 is the answer. Now let's do the question number 10. Okay, divide the sum of this one and this one by their difference. Okay, now it is going to be the most interesting and most important question of this exercise. Okay, what is the question? Question number 10. Divide the sum of 65/12 and 8/3 by their difference. So it's your question. Read the statements carefully. Now how will we solve this one? We have two rational number. Okay, what? 65 by 12 and 8 by 3. Now their sum equal to what? 65 by 12 plus 8 by 3. It will be the sum. And their difference their difference 65 by 12 minus 8 by 3. Okay, now according to question, okay, what was the statement? Divide the sum of this and this by their difference. Okay, so what was the sum? 65 by 12 plus 8 by 3 is divided by their difference, that is 65 by 12 minus 8 by 3. Okay, up to here. If you have any query, then you can drop your message in your group. Okay, now solve this one. Take the LCM. What's your LCM? 12. Now 65 plus 32, you know it. Now here again 12 as a LCM. 65 minus 32. Okay, now this implies it becomes 7 and 9. 97 divided upon 12 is divided by 3 and here 3 upon 3 again. Okay, now it's clear. Divided by 12. Now how will we solve this one? 97 by 12 multiply by 12 by 33. Okay, now 12 to 12 cancel. Your answer becomes 97 by 33. Okay, it's your answer. Okay, so it's enough for today. So in this way we have completed up to exercise 1.E. So I hope you are doing your work in a sincere manner. But I noticed that some of the students are not submitting their work timely. Okay, so students, please submit your work time to time. Okay, beta. Thank you.